Howdy, Facebook. I know we're a little late. Today has been today has gone in an unexpected way for me. As you guys can see, my couch is gone. My dog has gifted me the opportunity to buy a new couch. Yay, dog. Anyway, I'm super stoked to kind of talk to you guys today about what we're planning. Talking about ideal clients and kind of who you're talking to and finding out where they're at and how you can kind of connect with them. It's all good stuff. All good stuff. If you're here, let me know. Say hi in the comments. If you're watching the replay, go ahead and let me know that you're watching the replay later on, because we love to know that kind of stuff. It's good for the algorithm. It's good for me to know. It's good for no reason at all. I don't know. I didn't have a third reason there. But I'm stoked to see you guys kind of coming in here. Today's going to be pretty important. We're talking about like who you're talking to on a general basis. Like what clients are you trying to attract? Because if you're attracting the wrong clients to your business, you're only going to feel the struggle, right? When we're talking to the right people in our businesses, we don't feel the struggle as much. We're talking to the people that we want to work with. We're doing the things that we want to do. We are connecting with people in a way that matters, right? And you do that through a few different things. But if you don't know who you're trying to talk to, you end up talking to everyone. You know, if like for example, this group, you notice the name of this group, it says wedding photographers in it, because I don't want to be talking to someone who is like a zoological shooter. Like I don't want to talk to the person who's doing like car shoots for a living. The reason is that I have no information for them. I don't know how to serve them because I've never ran that kind of business. Your wedding photography business runs the same way. Every single one of us has this client in our head, right? We have this idea or these kind of shoots or these things that we believe are ideal for us. Seriously, dude? We have these clients that we've kind of dreamed of working with. You know, for me, I've always wanted to do some form of I've always wanted to do like an airplane shoot, and I did that a few years ago. We did a biplane. We flew cross country and all over the state of Arizona, and we stopped in like different empty places. He ate the old couch. He's not getting a new couch. But anyway, we stopped in like different airports, and I kind of got to do this dream shoot for me. I only got to do those things because I connect with the people that I'm meant to connect with. My dog is totally redecorating. He's eaten the couch. He's moved the other thing. He's about to go in his cage. But yeah, he's doing all kinds of things. Anyway, sorry guys. ADD moment brought to you by my puppy. That said, when you're in your business and you're working with the people that you want to work with, you're going to start seeing more wins. You're going to start seeing more connection with your clients. You're going to be able to like speak their language. Okay. And so you have to define who that person is, because maybe for you, the client that you want to work with does like their weddings in like all Catholic churches, and that's the kind of weddings you want to do. So because it connects to your background, so that's what you want to do. Me, on the other hand, I don't want to do that at all. Okay, there's a couple clients that I'll do that for, but for the most part, I like to work with clients who have like a friend do their officiating, because I feel like it's a closer kind of thing. I have clients who like to go travel places, because that's what I like to do. So we have like that interconnection there. And so that also gives me opportunities to do different things. And yes, Thaddeus, I can see it. It's dinner time. Listen, here's the deal. Today has been a long coaching day. I was late to this one because I was coaching a whole nother thing. We've had 4 coaching sessions kind of go out through today, and I ran out of time. So, and yes, it is dinner time. I'm starving. But here's the deal. If you start out at a point where you're just talking to every person who has money, or you're just going, well, I'll talk to anyone who will pay for a session, you're going to end up less happy. You're going to end up with less successes in the business. You're going to end up feeling like you're chasing your own ass more often than you want to. Okay? You're going to feel like, oh, well, I'm going to do all these sessions, and you're going to get really big, like really booked up. And then by the time you have all those bookings done, you're not even going to be enjoying the job you're doing. So how do we find that? How do we decide, okay, not only do I want to be a wedding photographer, right? And in this case, hopefully everyone in this group wants to be one of those, but I want to deep dive. I want to go down into the people that I really do want to work with, because there's different levels, but we have to define how to get there. And the way we define it is we start asking ourselves, okay, in an ideal world where I could do this, budget aside, we're not even talking about budget at this point. What are my clients doing? Where do they want to get married? Are they shooting? Are they looking for wedding venues that are industrial or like hotels? Or are we doing barn weddings? Are we working in places that are kind of makeshift wedding venues? Like are we doing at home weddings or even just elopements? Maybe you're just going to a mountaintop and you're hiking up there and you've got all your gear and you create this like beautiful moment for people and you sometimes officiate. I have been the photographer officiant a few times. The only way that you're going to start attracting more opportunities for the things that you want to do is if you start talking to those people and deciding where they're at. And the first step is going to be, hey, who the hell is this person I'm trying to talk to? Okay. So you're going to ask questions. Okay. Some of these questions are going to be for you. Sometimes they're going to be for your ideal client. All right. You might want to be asking them, what's the biggest result you can achieve for those clients? How do we get, like, what's their end result? What does it look like? Does it look like, okay, well, they get some photos, they can post them on Facebook and then forget they exist? Or is it photos that they're going to remember for a long time that are emotionally connective and they put it and they have this album that they're really excited about that becomes an heirloom that they pass down for years and years? That's my kind of client. Maybe it's a past client you've had. Maybe you want more opportunities like the ones you've already had. And that might be like, I shot a wedding for a couple that wanted to do their engagement session in a zoo and it was an aquarium, I think. No, it was like a zoo aquarium thing. It was in Indy. But they wanted to do their engagement session in there, and then they wanted to have like this really, really sweet elopement on the canal down there, and it was amazing. It was like one of my favorite weddings I've ever done. Oh, I want more opportunities like that. So how do I start getting those? Well, you got to start thinking about what that person thinks like. They think differently than other clients. Okay, the client that's going to pay you whatever you ask them to be paid, right, or whatever you're asking to be paid, they're not going to think the same way as the person who's looking for the best deal. Okay, you got to think when you're talking to your ideal clients, only a good price. It's only going to be a good price if they want it in the first place. If you're offering an experience that solves all their problems and it creates these amazing things for people, then they're gonna. It doesn't matter what the price is at that point. Okay, it doesn't. Because it's going to achieve the thing that they're looking for. However, if you're talking to someone who's just like, hey, what's the best way that I can get the cheapest thing possible? Like the results don't really matter that much to me. I just know I'm supposed to get this thing. That person's going to be really, really hard to sell. Even on a further level, if you're working with people who really don't have any money, but you're trying to book $10,000 weddings, how exactly do you plan on having them get that done? You have to work with people who are like at least moderately successful in life or have access to that kind of money. Because those people people that are not in that realm, they can't afford to do the things that you want to do. And it's not like, oh, they don't think your work is worth it. They literally cannot physically afford it. At that point, they're choosing whether to feed their family for a month or to actually do work with you. You don't want to be forcing people to decide those kind of things. So you want to decide, well, what does my client do? How much do they kind of make? What kind of places are they? You got to start thinking, where do they go on dates? That way, when they come in and you can suggest things to do, it doesn't sound crazy to them. Like my couples are like really, really, they all have time as a love language. Okay, they all have time as a love language. So if that's the case, then when I'm suggesting dates, I'm not suggesting dates where they go out and they get like some sort of present for each other. I'm suggesting, hey, what if you guys just set up like this really awesome picnic at your favorite restaurant? Maybe we go to a local restaurant for your engagement session, have them pack a picnic for you. I take you guys out to a park and we do a little, we do the session, but then you guys just hang out and watch the sunset together. What if that's a moment you can give people? Well, you have to be talking to the person that actually wants to do that. And so you got to think these things. What's their dream wedding? What's their venue look like? Where do they want to get married? Are they traveling places? Are they going on a really awesome honeymoon? You don't know. If you don't know, you're never going to sell anything. You also got to be thinking about this. What's the biggest problem that client has? And how are you going to solve it? The things that you think of beforehand are the things you're going to be solving later on for that client. When they come in and they're looking for answers, you want to be that person. You want to be the person that can go, okay, I understand you from a complete different level. I understand what you guys like to do, what's important. Here's how I'm going to help you get the end result. And what is the end result you even want to provide? If you don't know that, then you really don't know what you're selling in the first place. The way that you uniquely solve the problems for these people and the way you uniquely talk to them is what is the way you get more of those clients. You got to understand where your value is. You're not going to be as valuable to a person who's not a good fit for you as you are to someone who's like a perfect client. You got to be charging enough to get just perfect clients. Okay. You can't work with everybody. If you work with everybody, you're going to be exhausted and tired. And all of a sudden, even something you're amazing at on a regular basis isn't going to be something that you can handle. Is this connecting with you guys? Are you guys getting the value here? Are you guys understanding what I'm talking about? Like when you're talking to a perfect client, what does that mean to you? Does anyone know what their perfect client's going to be? Go ahead and drop in the clients. You're like, I know who I want to work with. Let me know. Because if you don't, we'll help you get there. This is actually like one of the first things we talk about in our group coaching program. It's one of the first things we do. The first week is really all about learning how to define this person and then get down to it and talk to them on a level that makes sense for them. And it's not like you're just going to be working with my clients. As awesome as that would be, you have your own perfect ideal client, and it doesn't mean that they're all the same. For example, one of our students, Alex, he is amazing, and he likes to do hiking elopements. And I did a few of those for a few years, and I'm going to tell you something. I don't want to do that shit no more. My knees hurt, okay? I'm getting old. I don't want to carry 50 pounds of shit up a mountain and then it'd be 5 o'clock in the morning, shoot the wedding, and then walk back down. Because you know what? At the end of the day, I'm really tired. But the couple that wants to rent a jet ski at the end of their wedding and wants to just go screw around for a while, that's the couple I want to work with because they're fun. I like laid back luxury clients, okay? They spend a ton of money on the things they want to do. They're all doing it from an experience base. The way I attract those people is the way it all comes down to how I talk to them on my website, in my copy, what we do in the consultation, what we do outside of that consultation. It matters because all of that process is just a way for me to get them in front of me and connect. But when I don't know who I'm connecting with, I'm not going to connect with anybody. Another way you could say it is when you confuse, you lose. When you're offering things to people that solve problems that they don't have, there's no physical way that you're going to actually get that sale because it wouldn't make sense if you did. Now I'm going to ask this question because I've been wondering for a while, what the hell are you guys doing with the like button on here? I can see like the little hearts come up every few seconds. I love that you guys love the content, but man, what is going on? It's got like 887 hearts now. I know you guys are just going to do it more often. I'm just curious what's going on. But listen, is what we're talking about connecting with you guys? Let me know in the comments because like I don't want to keep going if this is not getting you where you want to go. You got to start thinking in terms of how can I be an asset to people? How can I be like a problem solver for them? How can I add to their life? Because if you go at something with like, how do I get the most money out of people? I'm going to tell you something. You're not going to get the most money out of anybody. You're going to get the least amount. You're going to wonder why you're not selling anything. You're going to wonder why you're not happy with your job, why you feel so damn overworked. It starts with deciding, okay, I want to work with this kind of person. Let's really get to know them. They're in my office. I have a chance. Right? I have a chance to work with the people that I want to work with. But it's going to have to be through some really, really good, deep details. You guys really can't stop here. You're only at 924 hearts. I'd like to see you get to 1,000. One of my favorite questions to ask myself when I'm talking about like my ideal client. What is their most urgent, pressing worry that they have to have solved right away in order to feel comfortable? What's that real pain they're facing that they really cannot let happen no matter what? Let me tell you something. For a lot of my clients, it's missing a moment. Or it's having photos that don't feel real. Like the experience on a wedding day where they're like just going through the motions and they're just getting photos taken all day of them is not ideal for them. They like to work with me to anticipate moments so they get back things that they actually remember. Not just like, hey, can you put your hand on here and maybe your chin goes up here and now, okay, wait a second. Can you pretend like there's a ball right here so your neck is pulled? Okay, there it is. Yeah, we don't do that. It's not what it's about. It's not about my posing system. It's not about how I connect with them in that way because I do a good job with that either way. The main thing for me is connecting with them and making sure that experience comes first. So if the experience of their wedding day sucks, if they have like a really negative memory of it, that is a big problem for me. And that's a big problem for them. That's what I think is their biggest problem. It's not getting to do the things they want to do. It's letting Aunt Karen tell them how to have every tradition they ever wanted to have. I don't want to deal with that. Neither do they. By the way, you guys are at, you're at 1,082.85 likes now. This is fun. I'm enjoying this. Facebook is going to love this for the algorithm, so I'm not going to stop you guys in any way, shape, or form. But that said, all the clients that you're working with right now, honestly, All the clients you're working with right now, are they the clients you want to work with? Because if not, let me help you get there. That's what we do. We teach you how to talk to the people you want to talk to, how to book them at higher prices, how to make sure your business is not going to go under in the next 8 months because you haven't done any of this math. And then how to get them in front of you in the first place. Where are they at? What do they want to do? How can you be part of that? How do you help them have better lives? How do you shoot in a way that kind of matches what's up here with them first? Even how you find the language. You know what's kind of funny? I go on Amazon and Reddit and all these places where a lot of my clients are typically reading or leaving reviews, and I just look for languages that they're using for different parts of their wedding. I go look for the problems that they have and see if I can't solve them. You guys have these assets for like, if you want to do travel weddings, okay? Let's say you want to do a travel wedding. You could go on Quora right now and look up how people are trying to plan like elopements or destination weddings and figure this out. You can find out what their main problems are, and then you can just start answering those questions. You can look for those things. You can use that information to inform the, the consultations you're going to have. You can ask them those questions and inform the sessions you're going to have. It's important to work on the things that set your business like down a path that you can actually succeed at first. Okay, it's not about right now. A lot of people we all think this, right? When we're photographers, we all think, I don't have enough leads coming in. We never really think about like, are the leads that are coming in are ones we want to work with in the first place? Are we taking care of the ones that we are getting in the first place? Because if they're not, then you're failing in a completely different method. You're failing in a way that's going to hurt you later on down the line. Anyway, that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today. I hope you guys got some value from it. Listen, there's no lie. We are going to be launching the second round of group coaching coming up next week. And that's going to start on Monday when we start pushing those things. We already have one spot taken up. That was pre-sales, which is amazing. Thank you, Solomon, by the way. Just a shout out to him. He's an awesome dude. Can't wait to help him get more of his clients in front of him. If you guys want to know more information about this program, it's different, a little bit different from last time. We're going to do one session every other week. Which means you get a week of like 2 or 3 hours of homework with me. You're going to do like a live, and then you have a week of homework to kind of go through because the homework is so deep. I'm looking at one of the homework assignments right now, and this is about the most perfect ideal client. Okay. Your client goal worksheet. It's deep stuff. It's deep stuff about you. It's deep stuff about everyone else. The whole first week is about getting that website set up, understanding, who you're going to talk to through that website and how to get them to where you want them to go. And then we kind of go into pricing guides and making sure that you're profitable and including things that your clients are actually looking for, like solving those problems in week 2. Week 3, we just did for the first group yesterday. It was awesome. It was about the entire process I use in booking. The whole process. I didn't hide back one thing. If you want to know how good it was, don't ask me. Okay. Don't ask the educator how it is. I want you to ask people that were in that group. Okay. They'll tell you they enjoyed yesterday. I've been getting text about it all like pretty much since the second session yesterday. I've been getting nonstop text. I'm excited. So if this is like a program that you want to get into, you want to get help, you want to start talking to those clients that actually are fun for you to work with. Like you're like, oh shit, I can't wait to go do Jesse and Isaac's wedding. If you want to get in front of those people, let me help you get there. Let me not only help you get there, but let me help you get there in a profitable way. Let me help you make more cash doing things you love doing with people that you love being around. Because quite frankly, if you're just attracting a bunch of clients that are not a good fit for your brand, you're never going to make the money you want to make. And you're also never going to be happy about what you're doing. Part of that's going to be, you're going to have to stop for a minute. You're going to have to invest in yourself. You're going to have to invest in your business. You're going to have to invest time and energy, and you're going to have to dig deep into what you want and where you want to go. That's where it all comes from. All of it. It all comes down to you actually investing and just going like, hey, listen, I got to take a risk or I'm going to continue burning myself out. Don't be stuck in that crossroads. Okay. Procrastination, like on growing your business or changing things or working with the people you want to work with, procrastination starts today. But it borrows time from the future. And it's not like it borrows time like a regular thing. Procrastination takes time like student loans take time. They take interest, okay? That's how it works. You're going to borrow something for right now. You're going to put off something for an hour. But literally, that hour is coming from the future that you want to have. That future that you've been dreaming of. And it doesn't come as like, 1 hour equals 1 hour. No. 1 hour could equal 1 week. 1 hour could equal a month. You don't know what that interest rate is until you get there. Because the fact is, none of us know how much time we even have to be in business. or in life. We don't know. So I want you to stop wasting the time that you have doing things you don't love doing. Come hang out with us in group coaching. Keep joining on these lives. Learn some stuff from me here. I want to teach you guys stuff. If you guys got value from this, again, drop it in the comments. If you caught the live, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. You have no idea how much this means to me. I didn't think literally like when we started this group, I've been coaching people kind of in the background for a couple of years, but I'd never done like lives or anything like that. The fact that there's like over 300 of you here now, that's amazing to me. You guys are giving me so much trust, and I want to give that back to you. And I want to make sure you're getting what you want to have in your business, in your life. I want that to happen. And I cannot thank you enough for giving me the trust to even allow me to do that. Means everything. Anyway, I've been Roy. I'm Roy every week, but today I've been Roy specifically. Can't wait to see you guys next week. Thanks.